A man walked on a swaying suspension bridge, freely mocking his companion as a coward. The others felt dissatisfied and stepped onto the bridge one after another. Unexpectedly, the bridge was very sturdy, and they began to play around on it. Several strange bells were tied to the side of the bridge, but none of them noticed. The group successfully reached the other side, when Nick suddenly became expressionless. He uncontrollably walked toward the edge of the cliff. Then he fell off the cliff. His companions rushed forward to check and found that Nick had fallen into a cave. Without hesitation, Jason immediately entered the cave to rescue him. However, after entering, he saw Nick standing motionless in front of an 8-armed skeleton. No matter how he called him, Nick gave no response. Jason was about to step forward to lift him, but heard Nick make a faint sound. He instantly stopped and leaned closer to listen. Unexpectedly, Nick warned Jason not to touch him, saying he would die anyway. Jason was stunned, but after a brief hesitation, still decided to pull him up. But the moment Jason touched him, Nick suddenly burst into tears. His eyes widened as he stared at the skeleton in front of him. Jason immediately felt afraid. Seeing Nick's abnormal state, he carried him on his back and quickly returned to the cabin. At this moment, everyone noticed that Nick was holding a strange bone whistle. To ensure Nick's safety, they left Amy alone to guard him. The others went out together to find help, but not long after they left, Amy suddenly saw a strange figure outside the window. Panicked, Amy rushed out of the house to seek help. However, the shadow remained silent and unmoving, and upon closer inspection, she found it slowly approaching. Amy suddenly sensed something wrong, and the shadow suddenly sprinted wildly toward her. Amy quickly turned and ran back into the house, locking the door. She picked up a knife in fear for self-defense, but the knocking continued. Just as the door was about to be broken, voices of her companions came from outside. Amy suppressed her fear and gathered the courage to open the door. Unexpectedly, it really was her companions, but Amy couldn't help asking whether they had seen any strange figure. They all shook their heads, saying they had seen no one else. After confirming no outsiders were present, Amy lost control and shouted that she wanted to leave. Her companions tried to comfort her, but she angrily rebuked them. They had no choice but to stand silently aside, but terrifying events struck again.